Rode microphones are the official microphones of Be Terrific. Find out more at rodemic.com. Welcome to the Michael Artsis Show. I'm Michael Artsis. You're watching Be Terrific. Thanks so much for joining us. I am so excited today. I'm jumping out of my skin. We're having so much fun in studio, even behind the scenes. It's unbelievable. You guys, you have to be here. Well, wait a second. You are. You're the Terrifics, and you make Be Terrific special. Thank you so much for watching. Let me tell you about the ways you can connect with us. First, you can reach us on email, connect@beterrific.com. In addition to that, how about Twitter and Instagram @BeTerricTV? And my favorite way, join our Slack chat. It is the best way to communicate because you can communicate with us in real time and our other viewers, and you can do this 24 hours a day. We check in all the time. We can keep the conversation going, but during the show, you can actually reach us and we can read your comments on air or your questions to our studio guests or our guests over Skype. All right, we're on Monday through Friday, 4 to 5 p.m. We're expanding our offerings in the next few months, so you want to keep tuned for that. And don't forget, we're at InfoComm 2015, June 17th, 18th, and 19th, live wall-to-wall coverage from InfoComm 2015. And the following week, the 24th and 25th at CE Week in New York City. All right, I don't want to waste any more time getting to our guests. They are amazing. You know them. You've seen them in studio. You've seen their music video, Forgotten, many, many times. You love them. You can't get enough of them. They sometimes just barge in here and show up. Today, they literally broke in, but they brought all their gear, so they're going to perform not one, but two new songs. It is Knock, NOHC. You can find them on iTunes and all over the place. You guys are blowing up. You're performing everywhere. Recently opened up for the bassist for
Marky Mendoza of Twisted Sister.
Yep. And that band Sugar Hill Gang. All right, Sue, Brandon, and Chris, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
I love this. You guys are it's like almost like pirate radio. You know, back in the day, you've got two new songs. You're like, you got to break in to get airtime, and you're like, you got to play these. They're so amazing.
What's really funny is we have like 6 songs that are not released that we play live. Yeah. That we're just like, we'll get to those. And these are brand new songs we've never played anywhere, haven't shown anyone. So we've even skipped all those songs.
We're developing.
Just brought brand new songs for you.
We're developing quite a catalog of unreleased material that we play live, and we're just skipping ahead to new stuff.
I love it, and I love that you guys debut them here. I think you should keep doing that forever. We will, as we get bigger and blow up, we won't forget about you. You guys don't forget about us as you get bigger and blow up. But you're there already. That's the thing. You guys are playing big.
We're taking you with us.
Yes, of course. Yes, it's one big family. I love it. And one of these songs though, you kind of already performed for us, right?
Yes, we have.
Because one of the new songs even, because it wasn't finished, but you broke into the studio another day, and we interviewed you, and I made you perform.
At least you're sensing a pattern now.
Well,
it's quite the criminal, this one.
But I made her perform.
The alarm goes off. They all know what's happening.
It's probably Sue.
This is what I was doing. I was stalling for the police. And so,
yeah, just sing something.
He ran that way.
So I made you sing this, but it was brand new at the time. I mean, like you had just finished it. You hadn't recorded it.
I don't think Brandon even heard it yet.
That's true.
I didn't hear it until a couple days after you guys wrote it. So if this was literally the day after, then I hadn't even heard it yet.
Was she like, hey, I've got a new song. You want to hear it? Here, watch the show.
No, that is not what happened. I was unaware until very recently, actually, that she even sang it on the show.
Everybody was. You didn't even know what happened.
Well, I was here.
You were like hanging out in the hallway.
I had to push you through that window to get in here. I made you open the door for me.
Yeah, but nobody expected to do that.
Chris was hiding the Gatlin hook.
Yeah.
He was.
While you were performing.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me about. Are we playing this song first? You guys going to perform this song first? Is that the first song?
Yes.
Yeah, you are. Okay, so tell me about this song. First of all, how long did it take to put together after that, to record and everything?
Well, to write it took us probably about, me and Sue wrote it about 30, 35 minutes, wrote it acoustic, which will be kind of what you're going to hear today. The actual song, once we gave Brandon the acoustic voice note, which was just one verse and one chorus, he got a little happy with it. I think he's up to about 8.5 minutes now, I think, on it.
Yeah, it hit, the final version hits about 9 minutes.
9 minutes?
We're getting him to break all of his.
As soon as I heard it, it reminded me a lot of some vocal melodies that a lot of trance acts have. Acts like Above and Beyond and Armin van Buuren, people who have these massive tracks that don't get cut down to 3.5 minutes for radio.
So you guys are EDM music, so this is perfect for the club. Today you're going to be doing it acoustically, so do you cut it down for acoustic? Or
Yeah,
it is a little bit cut down, yeah.
This
We're
would be
not
the
playing a
closest to
9-minute
it,
track
yeah.
for you.
This would be the closest to like a pop version you're going to hear.
Well,
like,
and here's the thing is like, I like Billy Joel. Adam likes Billy Joel. We went to a Billy Joel concert at Madison Square Garden together. That was pretty cool, yeah. Billy Joel has this song, The Entertainer. I feel like it's the blueprint for all musicians. Like, if you want to have a hit, you got to make it fit, so they cut it down to 3:05. I think that's the exact lyric. I don't know it for sure. The Terrifics can tell me in the chat room. So maybe for the radio edit, you cut it down to 3:05. Here you can play 9 minutes.
This particular song, I mean, the video that we premiered and the song we premiered last time we were on your show, Forgotten, the original edit of that was about 7 minutes. And we cut it down to about 4 for the radio, and we actually haven't even released the full 7-minute version.
We're sitting on a lot of music.
Yeah, we even did the music video for the radio edit.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say we didn't have a 7-minute music video, did we?
Right.
These guys love the music video. By the way,
thank you, Terrifics.
Thank you.
Ben says you look fine.
Me or
yeah,
you?
No. Well, Ben is in the Slack chat. Are you looking at my screen?
I
Ben
can't even.
He's in the Slack chat, and he actually did say that my tie looks fine, and that you also look fine.
Thank you very much.
This is a flip my tie, by the way, which is great because when I go out to lunch and I spill something, I can just flip it right over. These guys sent me some ties because I want them on the show. They have a good business story.
That's awesome.
And I don't let people on unless I know their product is good. So I said, send me some ties, and I've really been liking them.
I need accessories like that.
You do. I love the necklace you're wearing. How do you pick out your own clothes though? We know that.
No, I have a fashion consultant.
You do?
No, I don't.
You wish you could have been a fashion consultant.
But
I wish.
Will you have a stylist at some point? Because you have great style.
I mean, thank you.
Yeah.
But it would be awesome if I could just have, McQueen come in and be like, here's some shoes.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh no, and then just take them.
Right.
I'd be very happy with
Chris
that.
and I desperately need stylists.
I'm definitely looking forward to that point where we get so big that people are like, here, please wear my stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I like that idea. I want a stylist, and I think I can put myself together okay. I try hard anyway. But these guys don't need a stylist. First of all, they're perfect in the background. Brandon's got the hacker look down great.
I'm still unsure of what that means.
Don't worry about it. The NSA is just going to take care of you when you leave. They have a few questions for you. Don't worry about it.
What is he in the Matrix now?
Yeah, I mean, you just, whatever.
There are worse people in life to be than Neo.
No. Listen, it's a compliment. Today, ladies want hackers because literally they want somebody who, after you're done having fun, can fix their computer so they can get back to work.
Interesting.
And
oddly enough, that's totally me.
I know.
That fits my description 100%.
This is why you do well with the ladies. And then Chris just looks cool, man. I don't know. This guy, everywhere we
relaxed.
go, everywhere we go together, I'm like, dude, how do you pull that off? If I dressed like that, I look like an idiot. He looks good.
I can't rock green. I don't know. Forest green doesn't really work for me.
Well, you've never been in the army.
You definitely could.
And I have.
No, but still.
I've been more in the army than he has.
That's
I was
true.
enlisted in the National Guard for 6 months.
Were you really?
6 months.
That's
all I lasted.
See, that's the thing that's great about you guys. You guys all have a different past and history, but you all come together as a band, and you really gel and fit so well. Even when Chris wears the Jordans, it makes him feel so elite.
If I had stayed in the National Guard, I never would have met Chris. The only reason I met him is because I decided not to pursue a career in the military. I dropped out of college and I was looking for a band to join, and I answered a Craigslist ad, or I'm sorry, his band at the time answered a Craigslist ad of mine that I was looking for one, and that's how we met.
Wow, this just took a weird left turn.
Yeah, yep. I decided to go from the military. I tried college, didn't work. Joined a band.
Can I stop you for 1 second?
Go for it.
Thank you for your service. I appreciate it.
I wouldn't go that far. I didn't even get through basic.
But you did the National Guard, so thank you for your service. And on behalf of our viewers, anybody who serves, I saw a guy in a military jeep the other day, and I was pulling the bank, and he was trying to get out. I was like, "Hey, wait a second." He goes, "What?" I realized, "Oh, what a jerk! I just want to thank him." I said, "Thank you for your service." "Oh, thanks," and he drove off. Anyway, all right, I'm excited for you guys to perform. So tell me about this song. You know what? Let's play it. We're gonna take a commercial break. We'll come back to the song and then we'll talk about it afterwards. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right.
All right,
Cool.
you guys are awesome. This is Knock. You got to check them out on iTunes and, of course, on Facebook, facebook.com/Knock, NOHC, and a whole bunch of other places on the web. They've got the music video Forgotten, and a new song will debut when we come back. Don't go anywhere. This is the Michael Artsis Show on Be Terrific. You're the Terrifics. We'll be back right after this with Knock. Rode microphones are the official microphones of Be Terrific. Find out more at rodemic.com.
This morning I woke up, I walked out of a dream that felt so true. It looked like someone that I knew, with a heart that's touched by hands of very few. Serving, though we're not deserving, I follow them along. As our brains are burning, our words are turning into someone else's song. Can you hear the voices? He took me by the hand and whispered in my ear, we have to go. Says he knows that I'm afraid, so he painted me a smile to wear for show. Comes pouring, but we're still exploring all the colors of our minds. We will find each other, we will rediscover a million ways to shine.
Rode microphones are the official microphones of Be Terrific. Find out more at rodemic.com. Welcome back to the Michael Artsis Show on Be Terrific. I'm Michael Artsis. You're the Terrifics. Thank you so much for watching. That was amazing. That was Knock. Oh my God, I am so excited about that. You guys are unbelievable.
Thank you.
What's the name of the song?
The song's called Am I Yours?
Am I Yours? I love the name. I love the song. And I love that you debuted it here twice now. It's never been heard, but when you had just written it, it was debuted here. Hadn't even been performed for Brandon or told Brandon.
Yeah,
and
it was not even. I had no idea it existed.
What I want to do is it done? Is it completely done? The EDM version, the full version?
Yeah, I think it needs to go to mastering, but otherwise, yeah, it's done.
Once it's mastered, I want to play it on the air. Maybe you guys can Skype in or something. I know you'll be touring around, but maybe we can Skype in and play it or something like that.
We can figure something out.
That'd be
Sounds
cool.
good to me.
Yeah. And so that's a really cool song. What was behind the song? What inspired you to write that?
Well, Chris kind of just came to me and he was like, "Oh, just have this riff, let's see what we could do with this."
I thought it was too Coldplay at first. Like, we're too
and I was
EDM
like,
for this. And she
"No,
was
we need to work on that right now. Let's stop everything."
What were you doing? Do you remember?
we were playing like some cover songs that day, trying to like do some other like stuff just for fun. And I started playing that riff. And I was like, this can't be for us. And she's like, no. When she started singing the first verse, I was like, okay, that is for us.
Just had a melody idea for it, and then the lyrics came shortly after, and it was just amazing.
And do you record it into like a recorder of any sort?
We did it on our phone.
You did it on your
Yeah.
phone.
They have an excellent habit of sending me voice notes from their iPhones.
Do you know that it's good at that point, or are you like, oh my, what am I gonna do with this?
I was with this particular song. I was a little bit skeptical, but once I kind of wrapped my head around the melody and knew that it wasn't going to be a pop melody, it wasn't going to be a pop song, it wasn't going to be a radio hit. Once I realized I could kind of do this, epic kind of transformation of the song from beginning to end and not have to worry about, is it going to fit on the radio? I became a lot warmer to it.
The deal with EDM, because it's you have these concerts and they go longer, you can really be a lot freer and it doesn't matter. And then for the radio, you have to cut it down a little. Is that hard?
It can be, and with Forgotten, the first track we premiered, we struggled for a long time on like what parts to cut out and how do we get it down to that under 4 minute mark, and in the end we just barely hit it. We split the song almost in half as far as time goes. We cut out a massive chunk of it, and it was really hard to pick out the parts that we felt could go away, and it turned from another kind of like sweeping story, almost a musical story, into a 4 minute radio track.
What is the story behind this song?
Forgotten? Or Am I Yours?
Am I Yours?
Am I Yours?
Am I Yours?
That would be.
Am I Yours? It just kind of developed into its own thing, so I don't really have the greatest explanation for that. I just know that it just put me in a certain mood, and then I translated that into the lyrics of the song, and just about putting you into this like dream state and recalling certain memories from your mind and then bringing them back to reality.
I like that. I actually think that's pretty cool, and I see how that fits. That's really nice. That's pretty cool. And do you ever say, oh, that lyric doesn't work? Do you tweak the lyrics at all?
We all work on them. Actually, on that particular song, Sue wrote the verse and the pre-chorus, and I actually wrote the chorus to it.
Wow.
So, but every single song we do, nothing's done until we all have our say. And, we want the best song. So it doesn't matter who writes it. We all write lyrics, we all write melodies, we all write music. It's just whatever is the final one is what we all agree is the best one.
Does it always have to fit and work? Because sometimes I've heard artists say like, oh, I just threw words out there. I never buy that when guys say that, though.
I can see how that works. I think for us, we pay more attention to that.
Yeah.
We are more we're invested in these songs, and the songs that don't work that way, they don't get finished. I mean, we have enough songs that are half done that we're kind of like, we'll get to it. There's a reason we don't get to it.
There have been a couple of songs that are still sitting on my hard drive that half finished, and we're
A lot of
really,
shot down ideas.
Nope.
Now you do this all out of your own studio, right?
Yep. I built a home studio.
That must be pretty cool though, because you don't have to wait for studio time, and then it's more relaxed.
Oh, the control is the best because we get the mixes right. We know what we're going to get, and we know when we don't like something, we want to change something. It's completely on our end.
Yeah.
We have no one else to blame. We're not, oh no, we're wasting money on studio time. This guy's going to just mix it and want to get it out to the next project.
An excellent example of that is our first single, Fly, that came out. I mean, we put it out back when knock first became a thing. We did the original version, ourselves, and this is when I had first started producing. So it was, it wasn't the best quality. And once we realized that we really had something, we went to some bigger studios and re-recorded the vocals. We wanted them to redo the mix, and it just never came out the way we wanted it. And by the time that we realized that it wasn't going to come out the way we wanted it from these people, I had taken the time to really bring up my production game and really step it up. And we brought it back to my studio, and we finished it ourselves, and it came out so much better than it ever would have if anybody else had been responsible for mixing it.
I know you have a lot of different gear, but a studio I would think could have more, even today, because you have great stuff, very affordable in home studios. But I would think a studio would have like the best stuff, especially like if you look at the documentary on Sound City and stuff. But can you, and you mentioned Fly, which you're gonna perform that today,
Yep.
Yes.
which I'm excited about. But is Sound City like is the need for that gone, or just for sometimes for you guys, or if you do it right?
I think it depends on the band. I mean, there are bands like Sound City was done with Dave Grohl, the Foo Fighters. They're a real band. They love that acoustic, more natural sound. We don't have that. When we do acoustic stuff, it would be nice, I think, one day to do some songs acoustic in that kind of setting. But we do everything in the box basically. It's besides Sue's vocals. Everything is done on the computer for us. We need to sit there and do it right that way. Even if I write a song on guitar, it gets back to the computer anyway.
For example, this song "Am I Yours" that we just played, even the EDM version has that acoustic guitar lead that Chris plays. That was the foundation of the guitar for the song in the original voice note, and that we didn't just have him record the guitar, for the final track. We actually did that digitally. I wanted it absolutely crystal clear. I wanted to be able to change things later if we wanted to. He wasn't even there when I did it.
Wow.
So
well,
I just
that's good. You can
took
work
that lead and digitally recreated it.
You can work in your boxers. Nobody's there when you.
Right. Yeah.
No, but
it's great. I can work at 3:00 in the morning or 3:00 in the afternoon.
It's very freeing
it's
for
fantastic.
the schedules.
And for everybody, I would think you don't all have to be there together. That sounds super cool. Do you create the beats or?
Yep.
You create them? Wow.
Everything is original. We don't use any recycled or resampled material from other songs.
Wow.
Everything is 100% original.
Very cool. All right, so we're going to hear "Fly" in just a moment, but before we get to that, I just want to tell everybody the next song that is another debut after this one, and that's a very exciting debut because this song is going to be for a really good cause. You want to just kind of preface it while everybody's sitting here?
As everyone looks at me. It's going to be our next single. It should be out in about a month, maybe a little bit over. It's a song that I wrote because my mom is a special education. Now she's an administrator, but she's a teacher, and, I grew up in that atmosphere. It's a song for special needs, and all the proceeds of it will go to her program in helping children with special needs and education for them.
Well, first of all, let me just say, Adam and I and even Peter Poon shot a documentary on the Darryl Strawberry Foundation and their work with children with autism and the autism centers that they help fund. And I got to tell you that your mother's a saint. It takes a very special person to be able to work with these students and to help them and to continue to stay in there. It's a very hard thing. We were emotionally drained meeting with the families and with the kids in the schools and with the teachers after 3 or 4 days of this. It's very, very tough emotionally. So the fact that she's done it for years and now has moved into the administrative role and continues to do it and shape young minds and really help these children that need it so badly is of utmost importance. And it's really touching that you've written a song about that. I can't wait to hear that song. I almost want to skip ahead. Can you play that now? I can't wait to hear that song and then hear all about that. And we're going to hear from your mom later as well.
Yes, I'm excited. So the song's called "Here for You."
Yeah.
We'll go into the story in a little bit.
When he approached you about that, were you guys at all like, wait a second, I don't know,
No, we were very much on board with the idea. We all, throughout our years of playing in various bands and hoping to be successful, we've all individually known that, should we ever, make it one day and have be able to support ourselves and have money to give, that we're all very interested in supporting causes that we believe in.
What I like about this, and correct me if I'm wrong because I haven't heard it yet, but I believe from talking to you guys that this is not going to be like a Wheels on the Bus, or even a hokey song that's just trying to raise money for charity, or even like We Are the World, which I happen to like, but very few people like that song.
No, we wanted this to be a knock song too.
Yeah.
It's as much. It would
Well, that's what I like.
It would not be out of place on our album with our live show.
It won't be out of place in any of our sets.
But it's also not gonna, it's still a radio song. It's still gonna appeal to people who might not love electronic music. It's still a pop single. It still has a very straightforward message, but without being corny. It's something I was very,
We were
really
adamant
worked hard
about
to
that.
write that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I like that. That's very cool. I can't wait to hear that. So we've got Fly coming up now. Do you see a time where you're going to do acoustic concerts too? Because I like what you're doing here, and it's different than the EDM. So maybe you can do a little, like you could have these shows in the daytime or something, like day games in baseball.
We've done one or two.
Yeah, and there's all kinds of interesting opportunities when you have people in a group like this who actually play instruments. One of my idols, actually, the only EDM act that all three of us have seen together in the same room was Above and Beyond, and a couple months back they did an extremely rare acoustic and orchestral performance in LA.
It's a good time.
And it sold out in like 2 minutes, and I was super mad that I couldn't go. But it's really cool when they get to do something like that, and I definitely see us doing odd stuff like that down the line as well.
Well, CJ, Sean from the Extender, Ben all like that idea, and Poon says that you're his favorite EDM band. Meanwhile, Ben says he doesn't even like EDM music, but he loves you guys.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ben.
So there you go. You've got all these guys. Digital Phil says you guys are fly, so play the damn song.
All right, Phil says so.
Can
Let's
do,
get
Phil.
to it.
So, all right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, you're going to hear Knock's song, Fly. They're going to perform it live for you, so don't go anywhere. In the meantime, you can also go to iTunes and, of course, their Facebook page, facebook.com/Knock, NOHC. This is the Michael Artsis Show. You're the Terrifics. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right after this with a live performance from Knock. It's Fly coming up. Rode microphones are the official microphones of Be Terrific. Find out more at rodemic.com. Rode microphones are the official microphones of Be Terrific. Find out more at rodemic.com. Whoa, I love it. That was Fly from Knock. Knock Music on any social media, Facebook, on iTunes, it's on Twitter, it's on Instagram. They're on everything, probably Pinterest too. I don't know, but it is Knock Music, NOHC. These guys are amazing. That was Fly. Thank you guys. Wow. Our audience wants shout outs. So Poon says hi.
What's
Hey,
up, Pete?
Poon.
And Ben, he would like a hi as well.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, Ben.
Hi, Ben.
And you know what? There's Paul Dixon in London, England watching.
Paul Dixon.
Hey.
Cheers.
Last one,
Hopefully we'll get out to you soon.
Yeah.
international audience, we've got Jenny from Finland.
Finland. Okay.
Hey, Jenny.
All right, let me ask you guys something. You're starting to tour, you're getting to see all sorts of places. What's it like being on the road and touring? I hear all sorts of stories. All I know is that sometimes when I travel a lot, especially for Be Terrific or whatever it is, I'm so tired, I get to a hotel room, I can't remember what floor I'm on. I have to go down to the front desk and ask them, here's my key. I got off on, I don't know, floor 6, and I don't even know where I am or why I got off on that floor. I don't even know what city I'm in, and they all look the same. You literally see hotel room, venue, airport. So what's it been like?
I think when we are out and staying in hotels and stuff like that, we've so far managed to keep our composure. I think probably the most stressful trip for us was South by Southwest last year.
Yeah.
And that would be because about 4 hours after we landed, we were informed that our showcase was canceled.
But you still played.
We still played. We went
just
to the
showed up.
venue. Yeah, we went to the venue that morning, and we were like, "Hey, we flew all the way out here from Jersey. We were just told the show was canceled, and they let us play.
Wow.
We had the entire afternoon to ourselves on the stage.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was definitely an experience.
And it must be a lot of fun. And even the traveling, like I know it gets tiring, but it must be fun.
It's worth it when you
Absolutely.
get to the venue,
Yeah.
There's some, there's definitely
It's
there's still a lot of waiting, but when you have 3 people on the road, you make your own fun.
Right, especially with you, Chris, I can imagine. But it's not when you get to the venue. I think it's when the lights come on, right? That's really it, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's just the start. You get there, start
Right.
seeing people come in.
But the adrenaline
it's
starts
every
going,
little
sure.
thing. You just
Yeah.
you get the new venue, the new people to talk to, and it's fun.
I love when Jeff Francisco, who's an amazing guy, your manager, publicist, he has to call me now before you guys come on to go over
Yeah.
everything.
He's been great.
Yeah, no, he is. He's great. I'm sorry, I let you plug him. I was
No, he's been awesome. I mean, he's excellent at keeping us updated on where he's at on stuff and making sure we're hyped and.
Yeah, he's awesome, and you guys are awesome. I love it. I love that nothing has changed, and I know nothing will. All right, so tell me about Fly. What's the song about? What's the deal with Fly? I feel like that's just a really awesome song that not only can you really listen to acoustically, but when you hear the EDM version, you can just really enjoy it.
Fly was.
I think that's when we knew we had something here for real.
I was going to say, did I mention I like the name too? Because I feel like you guys are Fly. I don't know. I like the name. It's so many ways you could take that. But anyway, so that's when you knew you were for real?
It was
Yeah.
me and Brandon started this, and it was supposed to be kind of like just a regular electronic project, a lot of instrumentals, and then we're like, let's get Sue involved. We'll have her sing on a couple tracks. And Brandon sends this song over, and Sue starts singing these verses. I'm like, that's it.
Yep.
And I was like, we got to have Sue on more tracks. We're idiots for even thinking of just putting electronic music out without this. And
Yeah.
she wrote this great song. Brandon had this great music behind it, and it's just like, we can do something with this.
And now, when you started singing, was there music playing, or you just started saying, "Here, I could do this. Let me throw it at you"?
This was the first time that I was ever given this type of creative freedom, and I was just given music, and they said, write whatever you want. And it was just a really organic kind of process, and we all fell in love with it. And it was something different for all of us, coming from different backgrounds and having worked with different bands before this. So that song is very, very special.
You
to
felt
me.
you felt it click.
Yeah,
You felt the
absolutely.
magic. There was like that vibe in the
Yeah.
room. And
First
what-
song with all of us together, and that came out. It was like, okay.
and you wrote it.
Yes.
What were you thinking? Did you feel pressure, first of all?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
What were you thinking?
I was just thinking of, it was, the epitome of what I sang. And I just felt so free, and I felt like I could do anything after that point.
What does the song mean to you guys? It means a lot to Sue. Does it have the same meaning to you guys? Is this something that brought you guys together?
I mean,
as a band?
I think for me, it's just like I said, like it's our first track. It's like, okay, this project makes sense. We were definitely had our days where to kind of figure our places out and figure out how to really write this kind of music and interact in a band this way. And that was like, okay, if this is going to be our starting point, this is really good. Everything else will fall into place.
Yeah. And like I said, this was the first track like this I had ever produced, and so it was a lot of experimenting and trying to figure out
Sounds like the 60s.
kind of. I mean, it was a lot of me listening to, like, at that point I was listening to like Skrillex and Excision and people like that, and I'm like, how do I create all these sounds that I'm hearing that sound so cool, but I have no idea how to create or find. So it was a lot of experimentation, and that song went through, like I said, a lot of mixes and a lot of incarnations of itself.
See, you know what? You guys all thought I was crazy. I said hacker. There you go. He's like, I listened to Skrillex. I didn't know how would you do that? I don't know.
It's amazing. If there's any aspiring producers watching this show, go on YouTube, man. Go on YouTube, and for anything else you want to know how to do in life, go on YouTube. The amount of tutorials out there these days from like established producers.
Yeah, but you have to have talent. You can't just go on YouTube.
Oh, of course, no, of course.
We're not saying you make good
if
music, but you at least get a start.
Right. If you don't know how to, you want this wub sound that Skrillex has, and you have no idea how to get it. Go on YouTube, search up Skrillex wub tutorial. There's going to be 10 billion videos that pop up that tell you exactly how to create that sound that you're looking for. And from there, just experiment.
Yeah.
And you'll find something that no one else has found.
Were you worried at all that he had never done that before, and I mean, I know getting into EDM, it takes, like, you gotta like figure out your way.
Worried.
You have a great song right out of the box.
I mean, like, we've told the story. Like, she went to see Swedish House Mafia in Brooklyn at the big arena. Next day, I'm sitting at work going, I just want to do that. Brandon, let's go play big arenas as DJs. Like, to me, there was no, like, we have to work at this. It's like, they're doing it, so can we.
This was like
that much thought.
This was when EDM was on its its direct path to the top. And it seemed like all these guys were just popping out of the woodwork. We know now that they put in tons and tons of work. But at the time, it looked like, Zed was just popping out of the woodwork. It looked like, all these, they looked like Skrillex just popped out of the woodwork.
We should stream a Knock concert one day. You guys should do like a
That'd be cool.
but like an EDM one, not
No,
like
it's
for
fun.
a Friday night or something.
I think that's the fun thing about us is that we have this quiet side, and like a song like Fly, which is kind of one of our quieter songs. Once you hear it like live, we added some elements to it that aren't in the track and has such energy, and it really changes the room, and it starts off kind of slow and then just builds into this big thing, and then when the set just hits like it's one of its peaks after that. It's so cool the way it does that for us.
I love it. It's like, we'll do EDM, and then one day we'll do acoustic on Be Terrific.
Pretty much,
exactly what we
So
thought.
evil, so great, and so evil. I love it. All right, so the next song is, and if by the way, Fly. All these songs are available now.
Fly is streaming on our pages.
Okay.
You can't buy it yet. I don't know why we just didn't put it out yet.
Listen
For
to
some
it
reason.
on SoundCloud at any point.
I think we did put it out, and there was a glitch on Reverb Nation, and we never fixed it. So we should probably do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad you're working that out here. Guys, our audience loves behind the scenes. So the Terrifics now have some fantastic behind the scenes as these guys work that out. I like that. It's cool. We had at NAB, we had Sean from the Extender and Eric Fletcher, a camera operator, working at some business on the show. It was pretty cool. The Extender was talking about the product and talking about how he could bring them to Canon and all these people. It was nice. So you guys just worked out some business. I like it. And Jeff is, I'm sure, already on it.
Probably.
Yeah. By the way,
he's probably watching, going, "Oh man, I gotta get on this. We gotta have this fixed by the time
hold on,
the show's
it's
over."
probably done now.
Right.
All right. So where can people go buy that?
They'll be able to get it on our Reverb Nation, on iTunes, wherever.
Yeah, excellent. All right. And so the next song, I didn't want to know the name of any of the songs, or the first song before we played it, because it was a debut. I don't want to know the name of this song before we play it because it's a debut. But because when we come back from you guys performing, we're going to have your mom on, Chris, I would like to talk a little bit about it beforehand with the band, and then afterwards we'll have your mom on, and then we'll say goodbye to you guys. So real quick, Chris, what is the name of the song, and how did the name come from the lyrics, or is it?
Should I tell the story now, or should I tell it to my mom?
Oh, well, that's a good question. What do you think?
That's a good question.
All right, so how about we go to commercial, and we'll do that, and then we're just going to play it. You guys are awesome.
Sounds good.
This is Knock, NOHC. Again, Knock Music on all social media. Find them on Facebook. It is facebook.com/knockmusic, NOHC. They are amazing. You got to look them up on iTunes. You got to buy their stuff. I love their stuff. It's unbelievable. You love them. You're the Terrifics. When we come back, we're going to hear this new song. What could it be? What's the name? I don't know. You're going to hear the whole story right after. So you'll see their performance when we come back from commercial. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. You're the Terrifics, and we all love you on Be Terrific. I'm Michael Artsis. Stay with us. Rode microphones are the official microphones of Be Terrific. Find out more at rodemic.com.
Some say a piece is missing. The puzzle seems so incomplete. I see a different story. The suffering resonates in me, held within my heart forever. Someday the world will understand. And if you never say a word, just know I'm here for you. I'm here for you. When I'm looking in your eyes, just know I'm here for you. I'm here for you. You'll never have to feel alone. So if you never say a word, just know I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I know a person's beauty. It seems so different through their eyes, but I know that you shine brighter. It is a gift you can't disguise. You are the strength inside me. And life I'd always choose to lead. And if you never say a word, just know I'm here for you. I'm here for you. And when I'm looking in your
Rode microphones are the official microphones of Be Terrific. Find out more at rodemic.com. Wow, I love it. That was amazing. That was Knock performing live on Be Terrific, NOHC. They're Knock Music on all social media, including Facebook, facebook.com/knockmusic. They're unbelievable. Right now, I kicked the band out. I just have Chris Voncino from the band here and his mom, Kathy Voncino, because that song, Chris is going to drop the name on us in a second because that was the debut. We just dropped it here. I'm using music lingo now.
Gotcha.
His mom, Kathy, the song was really written for Kathy and the program that she runs in New Jersey. So we're going to find out all about that. It's a model program used to model a lot of these programs throughout the country. It's a great program. I've heard great things about it away from the show, by the way. Somebody was watching one of our videos, actually the Brianne McLaughlin one, which you hosted, and they said, "Oh my God, Chris Voncino, is he related to Kathy Voncino?" And I'm like, "Why, he is." And they're like, our nephew goes to the school that Kathy runs. So we had this whole conversation. So again, away from the show. First of all, congratulations on a great song.
Thank you.
What's the name of it?
It's called Here For You.
I love it. And what's you came up with it? How long did it take you to write that?
It didn't take me too long. Well, technically about 6 months when she first told me the story that kind of inspired it. I kind of slacked a little bit. She told me this story about a kid in her program who was nonverbal, and she's like, "What would you write a song about? He's nonverbal. He has these tantrums where he would pick at his head and his stomach till he bleeds, and like he can't talk. So he's trying to, do anything to make him happy, to get inside his head." And I was like, I don't know what to write. And eventually, I'm driving home one day. I was like, "If you never say a word, just know I'm here for you."
Wow.
And that was like the start of the chorus. And then I kind of worked backwards out of the rest. Sue actually helped me on some of the lyrics of the second verse, but that was the main part of that song, was if you never say a word, just know I'm here for you.
I know you're really proud of your mom. It comes through. We've talked about her before, and so I know that for a fact. I said this before, you're a saint. I've seen firsthand, not necessarily at your program, but what you go through, what teachers and educators go through. And it's so true. I think that it's so important for the kids, to, even the ones that aren't verbal, to know that you're there for them, and that their parents are there for them, and that somebody cares, and more than one person. Talk about what this song means to you, first of all.
It really hit home, and it really was. I was so thankful and proud of Christopher and the band, the group, for really coming up with it, because it does say a lot about our students who are nonverbal. They do have feelings. They do understand more than they can tell us, obviously. And remembering that, I tell Christopher a lot of stories. That he took that and came out with a song, and the words are so beautiful. It really makes me feel really great that they understand what I see every day.
What about the fact that they're going to donate money to every song sold to
all the proceeds for that song are going directly to her program in special needs education.
Wow.
It says I brought him up right, because I think Christopher has been, again, I've been a special educator since I graduated college, and I can remember taking Christopher to several of my programs working with special needs, and he never really saw what was the difference. And I'd say, I'm going to bring the kids with the special needs. Why are they special, Mom? He said, they're just like me,
Right.
So he was brought up with the fact that we all have strengths and weaknesses, and I think I've always talked about how much I love what I do, and I'm just so proud of him for coming up with
Definitely brought him up right, and also taught him how to pick the right people to work with and have his friends, because the band had to decide on this as well.
Absolutely.
It's not just him.
Right.
He had to get them on board with it, and they've all chosen well. I think what's great is that you can do something special by benefiting yourself. You can get a song, listen to this great song that means a lot, and of course, at the same time, you can give back to somebody. I don't want to say they're less fortunate, but because that's not the right thing, but somebody who needs the help. And it's really because these programs are constantly being challenged with funding from the state, from the federal government, constantly.
Correct, and we are about to, in 1 year, we're going to move to a new building.
Wow.
And it's an old church building that hopefully someday we'll own, and that's really why we're trying to raise money, because we've rented buildings. I'm in this particular program, the Valley program, for 15 years, and we've just rented space, and that rent money just goes nowhere, and
Right.
you have to, deal with other people that you're renting
And you
from,
worry
so-
about the rent getting raised and all that stuff.
Absolutely. And it does.
You
every year.
guys are on the cutting edge of technology, because I know that there's a lot of things that can help these youngsters, especially technologically, and iPads have really helped them a lot. And you guys have iPads for the kids.
Almost, we try to have as many iPads as possible for each classroom, but many of our students have iPads that they use to communicate. There's a program on that they actually, if they are nonverbal, they use pictures, and they hit a picture and it talks for them. So having those available for every student who doesn't have the verbal ability is amazing, and
Yeah.
we're always fundraising for that.
That's really terrific. How do
technology.
people find out about you guys directly if they want to give directly?
Well, we're part of Northern Valley Regional High School District. We are under a public school Board of Education. The Valley program, if you go on the NVNet website, that's one way of seeing under Region 3, Special Education. We also have two supportive programs, the Valley Regional Programs PTO and the Valley Foundation Program for Children with Autism, are two websites you can go on.
Okay, so what are those websites, and can people donate directly there? Do they have to
On the
get in touch with you? What do
Yep.
they have
On
to
the
do?
two websites you can donate are the Valley Regional Programs PTO.com.
Okay.
That's one you can donate. And then on Valley Foundation Program for Children with Autism, you can donate right on those. And those are supportive programs.
Excellent. That's really awesome. And what about you? You've been doing this a couple of days. How did you
A
get?
couple of days.
How did you get into this, though? I mean, especially when you look back. I heard you say 25 years in this program. When you look back at this, 25 years ago, people didn't say, "I want to be a teacher, and this is what I want to do."
Yeah, 25 years, well, more than 25
Yeah.
years ago. Obviously, I graduated college when I was 12 in 1978. So, at that point, younger, I always wanted to be a teacher, but I always wanted to be a teacher for students who needed me more. And though I am certified to teach, typically developing students, I always felt the need and the want and the desire to really make a difference. And I've been doing that since then.
What you're doing is terrific, and I mean that. It's
Thank you.
terrific. Thank you for doing it.
love
It's
doing it.
definitely needed. I've seen it firsthand. Adam has seen it, and it's great work. And I know you do a great job.
Thank you.
And I love it. What's the name of the song?
Here for you.
And when Here for You.
Yeah.
I like that. That's really good. It says it all. When's it out?
We're looking probably for a mid-July release.
All right, so you got to come back on or Skype back on.
We're
and
going to come back and definitely hammer it home, but we wanted to. The first time anyone's ever heard it is
Yeah.
today.
You-
This was the debut.
Wow, you look like you got a little bit of, like, your eyes are maybe tearing up a little. It means a lot to you.
No, my mom is my hero. There's a lot of talk of heroes, and no disrespect to the armed forces, the police, and the firefighters, and all the great things they do. I think teachers kind of get a raw deal at times, especially the really good ones. And having watched my mom not just be the educator she is today, but through various programs, she's not only been a great teacher, but she's the perfect mom too. She hasn't missed a thing for me and my sisters, on top of working countless hours and going to meetings and helping out thousands and thousands of students. So there's really no words for what she really does.
And she does it out of the goodness of her heart. I mean, teachers, even administrators, they don't get rich, they don't get wealthy.
No.
Well, she's so funny. She always says, she has all these meetings and all, and she does her job very well, and she takes care of all these teachers. And even the teachers tell me that they love working for her. But she says the best part of the day is just when the kids run to her office, when she goes into the classroom just to hang with the kids, teach the kids. So I know it comes back to just being around the kids ultimately.
Yeah, I mean, this guy gives back in so many ways. It's so true, and you really have raised him right. He's a great, great guy. I like Chris a lot, and I think he's a good young man. But he's really smart too. Do you know that? He does, because he doesn't. He
Not
likes
always, right?
right. He likes to have fun. He likes
He
to be a
likes
little
to have fun.
goofy, but he's really a sharp guy. He doesn't always present that, but he surprises you sometimes.
It's all in there. I know.
I know.
It's all in there. I know. He keeps us hopping, let me tell you.
Well, I think that you're doing a great job, and
Thank you.
Chris has done a great job with this song. I know it means a lot to you, and I think it's really exciting that you just sat down one day and you decided to write it, and you're putting the proceeds to a good cause.
I knew, want to be a musician to me in my own way is kind of selfish. It's definitely a glamour thing, and people look up to you and all. But what am I really doing for people? Where she's every day directly changing someone's life.
I love that you're being a role model and you want to give back, and from day one, and you look at that and you realize that, like, it's like, I mean, I had the same thought. We did this thing with this hockey goalie, and it was all fun, and we were setting it up, and I said, what are we doing this for? Like, so that I could say I scored on a silver medal winning goalie? We have to do this for something better than that. Even if we raise $100, we have to raise some money. And so a little late in the game, but we decided to raise some money, and we did. And it's that kind of thing that's so important. It's that you realize that as your star grows, and I know it will get really bright, that I know you're not going to forget to do this kind of thing, but that you do it from day one, and you kind of teach your fans to do it as well. It's
of course.
You know, a lot of people will say it's not their responsibility or they're not a role model. It is. You are a role model. You've chosen to be in the limelight. With great things comes great responsibility, and with great opportunity, comes great responsibility. And so I think you're doing great. I'm very proud of you. I know your mother is, and I'm proud of what she's doing, and I know that Chris is very proud of you as well. I love that you put this together.
It's amazing. It really is amazing.
And thank you for debuting it here, and thank you for sharing it with us. And
nowhere else would we do that.
You're the best. Can't wait to hear the actual EDM version as well. And when it goes on sale, we'll do something amazing with it.
Awesome.
And please look out for that. Follow these guys. They are NOHC Music, NOHC. They are Facebook.com/NOHCmusic, and they're NOHC Music on all social media. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to wrap this up with a nice little bow by thanking the band and saying goodbye, and maybe reading one or two questions from you guys, the viewers. You are the Terrifics. You make Be Terrific special, and we'll be back right after this. Rode microphones are the official microphones of Be Terrific. Find out more at rodemic.com. This is the Michael Artsis Show. You're the Terrifics. I'm Michael Artsis, and this is NOHC. They've been amazing. NOHC, NOHC Music on all social media. Facebook.com/NOHCmusic. Available on iTunes and all sorts of other things I don't know anything about. I just do it all on iTunes. But tell everybody real quick. What is it, Brandon?
We're NOHC Music on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and
But I meant SoundCloud, the SoundCloud.
And Tumblr. We're on Tumblr now, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We are not on Pinterest, though. You mentioned before Pinterest.
Yeah.
We're not on Pinterest. So if there's any
yet.
diehard Pinterest enthusiasts who watch your show,
I meant
searching for us.
Okay,
we're not
no
on there.
Pinterest. But I meant like the SoundCloud. I like how you have a Tumblr. Do you take your shirt off on the Tumblr?
I don't.
Most people won't go
We're
to
working on it.
We're building up to it. We don't want to just give it to people right away.
He's not in his
I
Rick
didn't know
Ross
Tumblr.
phase yet.
I thought Tumblr was only for
It took me a second, and then I got it.
I thought Tumblr was only for people who wanted to expose themselves. I didn't realize.
It's basically it's mainly for cats.
What Tumblr
weed,
are
and
you
That's
on?
Craigslist.
It's mainly
that-
it is mainly for cats, weed, and porn.
Yeah,
but we're on there too.
See, this is the thing, Chris. I'm on no Tumblr. I don't even go on very much social media, only to promote Be Terrific. I'm not the biggest social media guy. I do love our Slack chat, by the way. Join our Slack chat, beterrific.com/Slack. Converse with us and our other viewers. Join us on Twitter and Instagram. It's great stuff. I'm not the biggest guy, but I know what I read in, like, the New York Post or something, or Page 6. So, and Brandon has it right. No, I'm glad you guys have a Tumblr and all that stuff. You guys were awesome. I love what you're doing with Kathy. I love what you're doing in general. I love all the songs, but I love what you're doing with Kathy. That's phenomenal. Congratulations, guys, and thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in. Jay Taubes, JT Hockey 25 wants to know where he can see you guys perform live in the tri-state area, New York tri-state area.
Stay tuned to our social media pages. We'll let you
Yes.
know.
Okay, and Ben would like to know anywhere near Iowa.
We're working on it.
Okay.
We'll tell Jeff.
I was gonna say Jeff will get on
Jeff,
that.
you
Jeff's
heard
booking
that,
it right
Iowa.
now.
I guess the
Iowa.
idea is to stay tuned to the Tumblr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr are the
Or
three
we'll make
places
it.
to be
We'll make
for-
another
for
debut
news.
and Be Terrific.
Yes, yes. We should. You know what? Maybe that's a great idea. We should put an event together. Maybe we should do that.
That'd be great.
We have to figure that out. We'll work on that.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do something.
Tell John Starks we're gonna have to do.
Ooh, there's an idea. Look at that. What do you think?
We'll have a dunk contest with her in Oakley, and then we'll perform.
I'm probably gonna win.
I think you would. You know, it's a good thing that you said her because I'm not doing that. I'm out on that one.
No, I know it's her.
Yeah, definitely. I think you could dunk on him.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that little.
You want to play horse instead?
Trampoline.
Maybe yes, the
Maybe.
trampoline. All right.
I've been playing a lot, so
Have you?
I'll give him a run for his money.
Wow, I like that. Guys, you've been phenomenal. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Michael.
Thanks for
for
coming
having
in.
us.
The Terrifics love you. We love you. I love you. And you guys are awesome. Everybody check out Knock. And I'll tell you what, one thing before we go. I got to talk to Jeff. Jeff, you listening? And we got to give him the cuts to this. He could put it up somewhere on the maybe on the Tumblr or something. Or you could, I don't know, you could have it. You could sell it. Even though, you know, it's Be Terrifics, you could have it. It's your music. You guys do whatever you want with it. People could digitally download it, put it on their phones. I don't know. We'll figure all that out. So that's coming, I guess, right? We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Jeff,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
cool.
cool. I don't know. It's just an idea. I want to share this stuff with them, not just today, but maybe they want to watch it again because it's music. It's not just us talking. They don't need to hear this show again, right? Yeah, they do.
I
would listen back.
Yeah.
Everything we say is extremely important.
Yes.
And they need to hear it
Every
multiple times.
sentence.
Exactly.
Every
and the
single
viewers
thing.
and the viewers do. They love watching it back. I was going to say I got a note from a viewer today. It was amazing. I went on a rant yesterday about how plugs, all these cables in the computers, they all have to be the same. Like, enough, stop it. And it was somebody was watching who, you know, a viewer wrote in and was like, I love that rant. That was so good.
The
feel same way.
hacker in me wants to talk about an article I read today on a similar subject, but I'm going to refrain.
Okay. Well, because we're out of time. Adam's giving me the hi-ho sign. You guys got to
Adam's
go.
gonna cut you off again.
Her limo's waiting, all right? Listen, we've got to go.
So
You
is
guys
mine.
are amazing. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. They're Knock. I'm Michael Artsis. You're the Terrifics. This is Be Terrific. We'll see you again tomorrow, 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time every day. Until then, from everybody here at Be Terrific, thank you so much for watching. For Adam, I'm Michael. Be Terrific.